My friend Nokotan. This one's, honest to God, probably going to be one of the shorter ones. Given the fact that, again, Jesus, there's not even many plot points. I guess I could just go over, like, some of my favorite jokes and some of the things that go on. But like I said, my friend Nokotan, there's a couple of really funny things. I think we finally see, like, the big explosion. There's like a scene from the trailer I wanted to see, where I really wanted to know the context, where it's, oh, I forgot her name. Blonde-haired girl. Oh, my God. Kinoshita. Where Kinoshita throws, like, something on the rooftop and it just explodes. We find out that she actually gets not jumped, but she gets caught off guard by some of the delinquents. It's interesting that we saw more delinquents there. But we see, like, delinquents trying to fight her, and we actually see her, like, you know, she still got the fighting skills, but obviously it's a numbers game. And Nokotan throws her an antler, and it's just like, I can't fucking use this jackass. Only to find out it's a fucking big explosion, and everyone gets sent fucking flying like their Team Rocket, which I thought was funny. Like, there's a couple of, like, interesting gags. Like, we see the glowing deer gag where we find out Nokotan actually lives in the zoo. Oh no, she worked for the zoo. I don't know if we know where she lives, but she, like, worked for the zoo after work, which is weird and funny and dumb. There's a cultist of deer, which is like, what the hell? We don't see some of the student council members be a part of the club. Like, I think originally they were supposed to be, but they haven't really interacted. It's still the 4 girls. Busham still eats rice. You know, there's not much change. Here's my honest thing with my friend Nokotan, right? I feel like we're at a point right now with my friend where I still enjoy the show. I still have fun with the show. The show is still enjoyable, but it's just, I think of the novelty of the show has definitely ran its course. Like, there'll be a couple of jokes that I'll laugh at from, like, time to time, obviously. But I do not think there is actually a point where I am, like, super loving the show like I did before. Like, it was enjoyable. It was fun at first. Like, it was fun seeing the insanity. But I think just seeing the insanity so much as we did over and over and over again, it was, like, fine. It's, like, okay. Like, whatever. It's, like, not that big of a deal, if I'm being completely honest. Like, again, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, you're fine. You're okay. It's whatever. It's not necessarily a bad thing either. It's just one of those things where I sit there, I'm just like, I don't even know what else to say once this is right. Because, there's a couple of episodes where it is. I think the most notable thing is that they actually have an episode where they're just like, oh yeah, we're at the halfway point of My Friend Nokotan, so we're just gonna give you, like, 18 random short episodes, which are literally episodes that are, like, 30 seconds long, which is like, okay, that's a funny gag, but, like I said, there's, like, a weird deer called, something I actually kind of enjoyed a little bit, something I did actually enjoy, and it makes me yearn for when they had longer episodes. Like, longer, like, where one gag was a full episode, and it wasn't a full episode, but it took up a good chunk of the episode, which is why I'm like, oh man, see, if you just kept the bit going on like this, it'd be nice. Where they're playing a board game, and it like that, and it like had this, like, they had, like, weird concepts. It's also just nice just seeing them all have fun at, like, the same time. But the thing I wanted to bring up for it is, I don't know why I was so tickled by it, but for some reason each one of them have, like, a Super Smash intro. And it was like, okay, yeah, I forget, that game is made in Japan. But it's funny looking at everything. It's just like, huh, I like that, actually. I like that. It's kind of cool. Because it looks like they put a lot of work into that, too, which I appreciate. But yeah, the entertainment value, honestly, for me, I think it is one of those things where it's just like, the premise is still there and I'm still enjoying it. I'm just not laughing as hard as I am. Like, if I were to give it a rating right now, it'd probably be like a 7. if I'm being dead honest, yeah, it's probably like a 7 or some shit. Not even, no, it's not even hard feelings about it. It's just one of those things where it's just like, I'm enjoying everything else I'm watching so much, apart from like a few things. Where my friend is just sitting there as like oh yeah, I kind of got to get through this. It is slowly becoming like I'm still enjoying it, but man, I want to it's like, man, I want to something with like a bit more substance, you know? So yeah, this is kind of my big thing with it. But yeah, other than that, I really don't have any more comments for my friend. It has been overall fine. 7, maybe 7.5 for all the laughs that I've had, but right now if I would give it, yeah, it'd be like a 7.5.